Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Financial Fitness. I'm your host, Jerrod Myers, brought to you by the Old Fashioned Health Network, Good Health Inside and Out. I'm joined by a very amazing guest today, Mr. Isaiah Tatum, who'll be joining us on the network himself. Now, he's going to tell you a little bit about how his background has led him here. Isaiah?
What's going on? How y'all doing? So I'm a saxophonist. You know, I've been doing a lot of things on the road, touring and all, but now it's time to get to it. We bringing Saxy stocks to the Old Fashioned Health Network, and it's going down. When I tell you it's going down, we're going to be going over the stock market, financial freedom, and we're just going to have a good time and vibe out, and you're going to learn a lot. So it's time to get to it, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, my brother Jerrod.
Yes, sir. Saxy Stocks will be staying on tune to this rhythm, so catch a little glimpse in this episode right here as we get started. Man, we mentioned about investing and going into it. Tell me some of the ways that you got started investing.
You know, I got started investing. Man, I was talking to some guys, and I just really wanted to know. I'm like, man, how can I get me some residual income? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to gravitate and gain residual income. And, they're like, man, I'm in the stock market, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm like, how you in it? Kind of educate me and so I can understand myself. So I'm talking, I'm reading different books, I'm looking on YouTube, and I'm just gravitating and learning different things with it. And so once I got into it, it's something that I love and I don't want to get out of it.
Man, that is super important, and falling in love with the stock market is something that I did myself, but falling in love with businesses and more aspect of helping people from a financial standpoint, that's what it's really all about, and that's what we'll be bringing to you here. Man, Isaiah, you said something that was really important too. You wanted to learn how to make residual income. How about people who don't have as much income to invest? How would you say they should get started?
Look, if you got $2, you need to put them $2 on the table. We're going to get started and we're going to show. It's just different things. You have to start off small. So it really doesn't matter about your income. I'm going to give you a lot of tips on what you can do with your income. If you just have $200 a week, I'll show you how to budget and set up a statement or set up different things with that so you understand how to budget. And even with investing, you don't have to invest that much to start out with. We can start out with some penny stocks, and you're gonna understand. You're going to understand what's going on. And so we're going to build it up.
It's important to know that it does not cost a lot of money to get started, which reminds me of a stock that I really kept my eye on. Super small stock. I never purchased it, but I just watched it for a long time. Just want to briefly talk about it. Tupperware. We all use Tupperware, plastic things, good food to go. It was 64 cents before COVID happened.
Wow.
Right now it's worth $20. Imagine purchasing 300 shares.
Look at that.
It's about hitting the target at the right time, getting in with the right lessons, and going from there. What would you say your work ethic has brought you to understanding the stock market, but also understanding investments on a different perspective and different asset classes?
I would say, well, I'm a hard worker, so I love to do research and I love to kind of understand what I'm investing in. And so it gave me an opportunity to really take the time and do my due diligence and understand what's going on. I had to do my homework, I had to do my research, look at my videos, read books and things of that nature, so I can really, really get in depth and understand the fundamentals and the basics of the market.
Yes, sir. Education has no limits. It's the right education to impact the right individual. We simply are educated in a different way that we wanted and got attracted to something that really made us happy. Yes, young people go to school, continue. If college is your route to choose, by all means do so. However, this is another option. When you're getting those refund checks in school, why not try to invest and start very early on?
I'm telling you, instead of buying them kicks, put that money in that stock market.
Yes, sir.
Let's make it rain.
Man, so one of the things, real estate, we were talking about it when we were having our phone conversation on Thursday. Tell us a little bit how you got into real estate.
I really got into real estate, well, I'm sitting down, I'm thinking, I'm like, man, this is another form of residual income, rental properties, and it kind of worked hand in hand with the market as well. So it's with the investing, and it's just something that's just good, and it's for long-term stability and everything like that. So it's something that you definitely need to get into if you can, because you can never have too much land. Mm-hmm. You can never have enough rental property. You can never have enough residual income. So it's definitely something that we're going to be talking about on our show.
Now, here's another point. The investors in real estate that don't, so quote unquote, say they don't have enough money or they don't want to risk that much money. There's the options of REITs. Now, COVID has impacted some of these REITs, from your malls of going to the mall. A lot of REITs are in malls. Some REITs are hotel industries. How would you measure saying, okay, I see that REITs are eventually going to recover, just like most things in the stock market. I don't have $20,000 to go buy a house, but I do have $20,000 to go buy some REITs. What would you say for that?
I would say go for it. You know, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward can be. So I would definitely say if you can handle it, if you can bear it back, go for it, for real. So that's what I would say, my man.
Yes, sir. And then I kind of want to just go into it. I think everybody has that perspective, the fear. What is one of the negative things that you heard about investing? And then we'll wrap up from there.
I say one of the negative things is, you can lose all your money. You put all your money in. I mean, that's the first thing you hear. And then from there you be all shook up and scared and things of that nature. So, and then they also like, you gotta watch what you invest. What happens if you lose? Blase, 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 blase. Well, you gotta take a risk. In life, life is a risk. Every day you wake up is a risk. So you definitely have to take that risk if you want to be successful in the stock market.
High risk, high reward, and there's risk you have to take every day in life to be successful. We like to have fun here, and by taking those same risks, it allows us to live the lifestyle that we live. No, it doesn't have to be modern, flashy by any means, but it's about building generational wealth and impacting our futures behind us. Guys, thanks so much for joining us on Financial Fitness. Mr. Tatum, it's been a host of fun today having you here, man.
Oh, my man. Thank you so much, Jerrod. I appreciate you having me here.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to his show, Saxy Stocks, on the Old Fashioned Health Network, where we'll be making everything about saving you money and making sure that the rest of your life is the best of your life.
And I might hit a couple of notes for you. Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.